Hi, you're welcome to this great episode of The Bandstand. Today, I am going to be talking about what song should you sing and who should lead it. My name is Tony J. Nakale. The station is Equa Television. I'll take a short break and I'll be right back. Welcome back and thank you for staying tuned. Like I said earlier, we are going to be talking about what song should you sing and who should lead it. A lot of times people choose wrong songs to take in churches, and then you find out that either it's just the band or enjoying the song and the rest of the congregation is wondering what to do with that atmosphere at that point in time. So as we go through this on this show today, I hope that the Lord is going to help us in making sense out of what we're going to say. Okay, the first point is what is the criteria? What is the criteria for choosing the song you sing? How do you select the songs that you sing in your church? Do you just call out on the songs and you choose a song randomly? Or how do you get to choose the songs that you sing? What endears you into picking a particular song and say, this is the song that I want to do. This is the song that I want us to do for Sunday. What is it about that? How do you come up with the selections? I don't know how you do that in your own church. And I don't know how that is done in my church either. When I join them for rehearsal, as God permits me the time. If I join them, I just flow with whatever song that they have chosen to sing. And if I have suggestions and ideas or advice, then I can advise. But most of the time, you are a band. You are a band, and I'd like you to remember that the song that you are doing is not really for you. The song that you're doing, people are participating either in listening or in joining you to sing the song. So when you pick out a song that is, I would rather choose a song that is extremely elementary for people to follow than to choose a song that before they get what I'm saying in the verse, I've jumped into the chorus. Before they understand it, I'm at the bridge and all of that. So you need to understand that there's a criteria that you have to use. And first of it is how musically educated are the people in the congregation that you're singing to. If you pick out a song that is, the lyrics are too much for your church members, you have just succeeded as far as they're concerned in wasting their time. If you start songs that have big grammars and you are in a local church that people hardly even understand the normal English that is spoken day to day, I think you've lost them there. If you take out a style that is too difficult for them to relate with, is also a problem, because there are times when you sing in church. I don't know if that happens to you, but it happens to me all the time. There are times that even if I'm in the congregation, to turn around and look at someone else sounds like a huge distraction. Why? Because the song that you're doing at that point in time is talking to me. But there are times when you sing, do you wonder why people move around while you sing? It's because sometimes the song doesn't mean anything to them. If truth be told, most of the time we select songs based on if you have a music director or band leader, if he likes the song, he imposes the song on you regardless of the types of instruments that you have in church. There are songs that are energetic, and you cannot bring the song struggling with your keyboard and bass guitar. You don't have a drum set to play with it. You don't have drum set to play with it. You just have a keyboard and a guitar, and that's all. And it cannot drive the song. So what is the criteria for choosing a song? Choose the song that would first of all be glorifying to God. Secondly, that your people can appreciate the song that you choose to sing. Third, it should be a song that would not take time of the whole band rehearsing it. So in picking out a song, pick a song that your congregation, the congregation that you are leading in worship and in praise, pick out a song that they would easily relate to. That's the first thing. If they can easily relate to that song, then you have dealt with their ability to listen to you and hear the song all the way to the outro. How long should it take to master the song, and how much time do you have? This is something very, very important. If you want to do a song that really takes time, you cannot bring the song the week that you're going to be delivering it or ministering the song in church. Because if you have a song that is demanding like 20 hours of rehearsal time, and you just have 6 hours in a week to do it, how would you achieve it? I don't see that possible. So look at the time that you have. This is very, very important and is helpful. Look at the time that you have and then factor it into the song, or factor the song into the time that you have. If it's a song that should take you 4 hours to score it and start playing it, I think it's doable. But if the song has a lot of syncopations, it has a lot of staccatos, it has a lot of things that you have to practice, the song has a lot of ends that you have to tighten up, it's not a song you should pick on a Monday against Sunday. So you have to think about it. How long should it take to master the song, and how much time do you have? You have to think about that. You really have to think about that. You don't have to waste a whole lot of time rehearsing a song, and it's Friday and you have not done 40% of the song, and you just tell the whole band members, I think we should look for a simpler song to do. Then next Sunday we perfect this song and sing it. You have failed on your part. Because you should take, I'm not saying take songs that will not grow you, take songs that will torture you in the process of trying to refine it. So you do it, but you don't have to put a deadline that the song has to be done, at this particular day, or that when the song is ready, there's no gun on your head that says sing the song on Sunday, or we should. So you have to consider all of these things before you select a song that is time demanding, to score, to practice, and to rehearse, and then to performance. Who should lead the song and why? I'll take a break. When I'm back, we should talk about that. All right, people, thank you very much for staying right there, tuned and glued to your television screen. This is the Bandstand, and I'm Tony J. Nakale on Echo Television. Today I'm talking about what song and who should lead it. Criteria for choosing a song. I spoke about that. What is the criteria for choosing the song that you sing? And then how long should it take you to master the song? Not rehearse the song, but master the song. And how much time do you have? These two have to be connected. If you have 6 hours a week, because mostly you have 3 days for rehearsals, and most of the time is either 6 to 8, or is 5 to 7, or is 7 to 9, or so people just choose like 2 hours at most. They stay 30 minutes extra to rehearse the song that they have. So what time do you have? Because if you think our rehearsal is 3 times a week, and you think, wow, we rehearse Wednesday, we rehearse Friday, and we rehearse Saturday, and then you think that you have 3 days to rehearse in a week. No. Think about it this way. If your rehearsal is 2 hours in the Wednesday that you are rehearsing, and it's 2 hours in the Friday that you're rehearsing, and it's 2 hours in the Saturday, so you have 6 hours of rehearsal time in a week. At most, you add 30 minutes and then you close late. And that's where you have people complaining. The young sisters in the band tell you they have to go cook for their parents. And then you have parents yelling, hey, my daughter is staying out late. What kind of rehearsal and all of that. So time management is very, very important. Bring out songs that would not necessarily take your whole time of the week rehearsing. The last point, the next point that I started talking about, or I mentioned before I took the break, was that who should lead the song and why? Most of the time, people bring sentiment into the things that they do. And then when they find out that there is a sister who is this good and every other person is this good, giving her more songs to lead is making her to be this good while these people are still here. You keep elevating her while these people are still here. You elevate that still while people. So she becomes like the face of the band. And suddenly she tells you, I got an appointment, an admission. I just got an admission to study in this university and I have to leave. And when she leaves, then you realize that, oh, wow, I shouldn't have been giving her all the songs to lead. And then when you try out people, I know I'm digressing a bit, but I need to make this point. When you try out people, don't bring them out on a Sunday service and tell them, well, let me try her and see. And you try her on a Sunday service. No. You have midweek prayers. You have other activities in church. You have a week of prayer, like in our ministry in Equa, we have week of prayer, youth fellowship week of prayer, we have women fellowship week of prayer, we have, so in these weeks of prayers, you can try people. I'm not saying it's less powerful a service, but I'm just saying that you can try people and see, because by then you would have had an idea or knowledge about the skills of the person. So you try the person and see how knowledgeable that the person is. And then you can give the person what to do, tell the person, oh, wow, this is great. Okay, but you can do better. And then after 3, 4, 5 performances in other services that are not Sunday service, you can try the person on a Sunday service gradually. You can tell the person to take the hymn, tell the person to take praise and worship, and then you can start giving people special songs to lead. Who should lead and why? If you are bringing someone to lead a song, make sure the person has heard the song that you are singing back to back. Times he or she cannot count. Make sure that that person is knowledged in that particular song. Listen to how the song affects he or she. Listen to his interpretation of the music that you have is a pre-existing song. So listen to his own interpretation of that pre-existing song. Weigh that song that you're going to sing. Weigh the person's performance and see where are they meeting. Is the person delivering like up to 60% or 30% or 10%? That's not your guy. That's not the person you're looking for the song. You have to start looking in another direction. So I like to give people, like, if I have the opportunity to do that, I know that, if I'm taking Cece Winans, who sounds like Cece in my band? Okay, try it, but then I have a backup plan. Sister A, try the song. Sister B, try the song. Sister C, try the song. So when I come for rehearsal, I make the 3 of them lead it. That way, you know that I'm liberal. I let them lead it, and then I see how far they take it. And then I say, oh, wow, I think this is excellent. And I think you have the lines more, but you don't express it more. And then I try to explain to them why I think you shouldn't sing it, why I think you shouldn't sing it, and why I think you should lead it. They would understand. Next time when you put 3 of them up against each other, you'll find out that with the explanation you gave, they would strive hard to measure up. And when they do that, you'll be struggling with who to pick. Why? Because they heard you the last time. They heard their advice. They watched you. They listened keenly to to what you said, and they would hit the correction. Hey, everybody wants to lead a song in church. Is that the ultimate goal of joining a group? No. I bet you if what does it mean to be fulfilled in a band? Leading songs? No. Somebody can single you out in your maybe delivery, put you at the back and somewhere, and you're the one someone is looking at. Like, wow, that sister blesses me anytime I see her singing. That brother is great. And he doesn't have to open his mouth and I'm getting blessed already. It's good to lead people, but you have to be qualified for it, life-wise, musically, and artistically and otherwise. So why, if you're choosing Sister Rebecca or Sister Esther or Sister Grace to lead a song, why she? You have to think about it hard. If the song sounds like her, let her take it. But just because she has a good voice doesn't mean she has to lead all the songs. Others have to be given the opportunity to also grow in the area of what you do. So, excuse me, carefully select the people that join you to sing, and then don't select people based on sentiment so that they don't disappoint you at the end of their presentation. And listen very, very hard. Listen keenly. When you start hearing people talking more against or about people in church, you start hearing, this sister, the way she's living, this brother, the way he's living. Before you know it, anytime you come up to sing, it rubs off on the whole band and people don't want to listen to you anymore. So when you hear things like that, don't say, no, it's just people and their normal gossip. Just trying to make your findings. When you make your findings, don't suspend the person from the group. Don't relegate the person to the rear either, but reduce the commitment, the demands that you place on the person. For the while, the person doesn't have to know why you're doing that. You can go ahead, make your investigation, then you talk to the person. And then, because sometimes when people are good, no matter how good they are, when they have a personality or a character that offends the people that they sing to, or they sing to God in their hearing, you begin to lose integrity as a group, as a whole. Why? By virtue of just that one person who spoils the show for you. So you should understand that people have issues they're struggling with. When you discover what their issues or what the issue is, then you start helping while you draw them backwards a bit. I just digressed so that is also a point that I should also, because it's who should lead. Because you can't just bring someone just because they are good and you keep giving them the microphone and then they sing in the nightclubs as well. Not everybody in church is born again. A sister is lifting up holy hands in church and then they meet in club at night. I'm like, whoa, sister, you come here this is the happening place. No, you don't want to do that on people leading worship in church. You understand? You have to really check it out and make sure. That's why some bands have probation period. They ask people, how much of this girl do you know? How much of this brother do you know? He or she is talented and we really want to give them the platform, but we want to be sure who they are and where they're coming from. These are all important. So who should lead a song and why? It's beyond skills, it's beyond ability, it's beyond delivery. Your life has to matter as well. So, who sang the song? What is her musical background? Would people you were singing to appreciate the lyrics, style, and the character and the energy of the music? I think I've talked about that in the beginning. There are some gospel musicians in the world today that are void of integrity. People who put money, the things of this world, above and beyond the ministry that they do. If you start bringing songs by them, these people have offended the church already. when you start bringing songs from these people, there is a way your congregation will frown at it. They start seeing the song through the eyes of the person who sang it. And then they be like, is this not a song from this person? And all of that. So you have to watch it. Are people saying the right things about him? So what's wrong with him? Generally, what's wrong with him? Try to do your findings as a band leader too. When you start hearing people say stuff about a member in your band, my brother, my sister, try and deal with it. Deal with it before it deals with your band. This is the bandstand, and this is a place where we have to talk about issues like this. Deal with such issues. Bring them out and deal with them. There are people in the band, when you give them a song, this is how the song was done. But because they don't like the song, they lead it their own way. Of course, there's room for creativity. There's room for being innovative. There's room for being creative at the same point. But if you change the song, it's not the song that we chose to sing anymore. You have to deliver the song almost as you have to deliver and get the song almost as close to the original version. So, band members, you have to put a lot of time, because most of the people that are in band, they just show up knowing that they are musicians already. So they show up, they don't do extra activities. They don't try to know what's new, what's raining, how should I do this? How should I upgrade my spirituality? How should I do this? So the topic today we're talking about is, what song should we sing and who should lead it? Try and choose songs that people would appreciate, that will glorify God as well in your church. Try to see to it that people are carried along in the songs that you choose to sing. What's the need of carrying a song with 7, 8 verses when you just have 3 minutes and 4 minutes to deliver it? I don't like it when I stand to lead and someone stands behind on the altar to tell me, round up. You have to round up. If you know that 3 minutes is allocated for worship and praise, why wouldn't you just pick up one song and do it? So you have to, when we say who should lead the song and why, get people that are innovative on their own, people who understand the terrain of the church, people who know what is expected of them. In Equa Church, in all our churches, we have a time frame for church service. Most of the time is 2 hours, at most 2 hours, 30 minutes. And you have a bulletin that says praise and worship is 10 minutes. Praise, worship is 10 minutes. And then on a Saturday, you are like, Sister A, you are taking praise and worship. Most of the time, if Sister A is a worshiper, she would like to do 3 minutes on praises and 7 minutes on worship. Now, the Bible says that the spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet. You can take just one worship song and sing it in 7 minutes. If you line up 3 songs of worship and then you sing it in 7 minutes, you probably just sing once, people respond, you sing once, they respond, and you move to the next song. Which to me does not spell out the mood, character, intensity that should be enjoyed from the worship. If you have 7 minutes, that's why it's important you know who to choose to lead a song. So, if you have 7 minutes and you are innovative enough, you can pick on one song, keep repeating it, because you can charge up the atmosphere by picking people from a particular point, and in 7 minutes they have just done one song, but yet they feel so fulfilled at the end that, hey, this is just one song, but look at how we dealt with this song in 7 minutes. Oh, wow. When you are doing praises, as far as I'm concerned, when you are doing praises, you can like even introduce a song and not sing it and move to the next song. And so you have to know that people that you are assigning responsibilities are people that are equal to the task, people that can deliver, people that when something goes wrong, while the song is being taken or while the presentation is going on, they cannot just say, oh wow, the light is out, so people of God, let's wait for the light to be back and then you stand. No, you have to get somebody that can keep engaging the people. Who should lead a song and why? If you're choosing someone, the person is chosen. Why? Why is the next question. That person has to be great in the area of what he or she does. Today has been wonderful and has been great. Is a topic that I find so close to my heart, and in most churches that I go to, I have people talking about this sister always leading this song, this sister always leading this song, this sister is always giving this song to do, this sister is always giving this song to do, this brother is the one that leads every now and then, and all of that. And we are just looked at in the barn as just normal people. Try everybody out as a leader. Give and make it a fair ground, fair playing ground. That's what they say. Make it, just try to give everybody an opportunity, not on a Sunday service. Try everyone out. Know that when we're talking worship, it's Sister Grace. When we're talking praises, Brother James is energetic to do it. He can deliver on that. Know your members. Know when to assign a responsibility and what responsibility to assign. Thank you very much for staying tuned on this show. This is how much I can go. This is how far I can go. Today, remember the topic again is what song should we sing and who should lead it? If you have been blessed by this episode, please don't forget that you have a people to influence. You have a generation, you have a world to influence for Jesus Christ. Please don't forget that. Go and influence that world for Jesus Christ. If you want to reach me, the contact address is on the screen. If you have to call me, please call. If you don't, just send me. If you don't have to call me, just send me an email. Let me know how this program has been a blessing to you. And if there are things I said that you find offensive, please let me know. Thank you very much. God bless you.